What is going on in the world of rock these days? Why are all these artists fighting? And why is Noel Gallagher so damn cranky? Let's break it all down. Hey everybody, it's Nick here with you. Welcome back to the channel. It's Noel versus Grohl. A couple weeks ago here on the channel, I was talking about how Dave Grohl was knocking Taylor Swift on stage, and now we have Noel Gallagher knocking Dave Grohl. Noel Gallagher was recently on Matt Morgan's podcast talking about his adventures at this year's Glastonbury Festival, and he was talking about running into Dave Grohl at the festival, and it looks like Noel gave Dave the cold shoulder. Noel said, quote unquote, he should wind his fucking head in about Oasis, and then he said he's our kid's mate anyways, meaning Dave Grohl is more Liam's buddy than Noel's. And as everybody knows, I'm a huge Oasis fan and a huge Foo Fighters fan, so this breaks my rock and roll loving heart. And like the true Gallagher that he is, Noel Gallagher definitely has a little bit of a cranky side to him. He does not suffer fools or foos gladly. Of course, Oasis were known for their attitude and their arrogance in the 1990s. They insulted everybody, but they also had a great sense of humor. Noel especially has always had a really great sense of humor. He said himself in interviews that he could have had a second career as a stand-up comedian if he had not chosen music and being a rock and roll star, but that humor can sometimes turn into attitude, which is of course a Gallagher trademark. And as we know, Noel Gallagher is definitely not into the idea of an Oasis reunion right now. We've known that for over a decade, and I'm pretty sure he's tired of people asking him that question. And that includes Dave Grohl, who's been calling for an Oasis reunion for a very long time. He's a legit fan of the band though. He loves Oasis. He said over and over in interviews that he loves the band, but I guess it doesn't really matter that he's a fellow rock star. Noel's tired of hearing it. And I don't know why Noel Gallagher has been so angry and so cranky in all these podcasts and interviews lately. Like both him and Liam have considerably softened in their public image especially over their solo careers, especially in interviews. And they still have a controversial thing to say here and there, but otherwise I think they're just nice Mancunian lads, you know? And Noel was already getting a little old man yells at cloud about all the quote unquote woke stuff he saw at Glastonbury, which I'm not going to get into here, but I prefer it when Noel's feeling a little less cranky and more on that humorous side that, you know what, I think is frankly really endearing. And I don't think Dave Grohl was deserving of the cold shoulder and the anger and Noel ignoring him at the Glastonbury Festival because, you know, the Foos have never hidden their love of Oasis. They've always talked about how much that they love Oasis, and I don't think Oasis in general have ever really reciprocated that love for the Foo Fighters, but I was always under the impression, at least from interviews and pictures that I've seen online, like maybe this one that you can see of Noel and Dave Grohl together at some point in the past, I was always under the impression that the Foos camp and the Oasis camp were cool with each other. Well, at least we know that Liam is cool with the Foos dudes. I really love how Taylor Hawkins was such a huge fan of Oasis and Liam's music. He called Liam the greatest living rock star, and you know what? He was right. And it was awesome when we saw Liam on stage with the Foo Fighters at the Taylor Hawkins tribute concert playing Rock and Roll Star with Dave Grohl on drums. It was a dream come true to see two of my favorite bands come together and jam together. That was awesome to see. And of course, Dave played the drums on Everything's Electric from Liam's third album, Come On You Know. It was really cool to see that collaboration. But I guess that Noel Gallagher is not reciprocating that love. He gave Dave Grohl the cold shoulder at the Glastonbury Festival. I guess Dave Grohl's on Noel's shit list now, and that list is getting long. And what's a shame is that I've said here on the channel that Noel's music for me is so uplifting and positive and has such a positive effect on my life. So it kind of sucks to see him mired in this negativity, even though I totally understand why he's tired of people asking him or calling for an Oasis reunion. So I'm not going to take sides in the fight of Grohl versus Noel or Noel versus Grohl. I just want everybody to get along. I think Noel Gallagher should be a little less old man yells at cloud and just talk to Dave Grohl, man. Get a little collaboration going. We've already had him work with Liam. Let's have him work with Noel. I think that would be really cool. Noel's been working with lots of different people lately. The Black Keys, all sorts of people. Call Dave up and let's get a collab going. All right, guys, let me know. What do you think? Was Noel right to give Dave Grohl the cold shoulder at Glastonbury Festival because Dave Grohl wants Oasis to get back together? I don't really think so. Everybody wants Oasis to get back together, not just Dave Grohl. I think Dave Grohl actually could help the cause and just, you know, maybe get a petition going to get Oasis back together. Let me know in the comments what you think of this whole thing. If you like this video, toss me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. Make sure to smash the subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos here on the channel. You can follow me on social media across platforms at Nick Chino Music, and I'll see you guys again for another video here on the channel. Until then, rock on, everybody.